Spanda Kārikās, the secret vibration of the universe. From the teaching of Adi Maitreya. When we hear the words Shiva and Shakti, we often imagine two divine beings. Shiva, sitting in meditation. Shakti, the divine feminine power. We worship them, chant their names, create temples and rituals around them. But the deeper question is, are Shiva and Shakti actually two? The Spanda Kārikās invite us to look much deeper. In a world that felt like a vivid dream, a young seeker named Arjun searched for the ultimate truth of existence. For years, Arjun believed the universe was split into two opposing forces, the stillness of Shiva and the power of Shakti. He traveled to ancient temples across the land, praying to them as two separate deities who ruled different realms. One afternoon, his journey led him to a giant, ancient banyan tree where a mysterious old sage sat in deep peace. Arjun approached the master and asked, "Why are Shiva and Shakti separate? Who among them is the master and who is the servant?" The sage smiled with infinite kindness and asked Arjun to close his eyes to see beyond the physical world. In the Kashmir Shaiva understanding, Shiva is not merely a deity with a particular form. Shiva is pure consciousness, that consciousness in which everything is known. Before a thought appears, there is awareness. Before a sensation is experienced, there is awareness. Before the world is understood as outside, there is that fundamental capacity to know. That is Shiva, not merely an image, not merely a name, consciousness itself. Imagine a silent ocean of light where nothing moves. This absolute stillness is the essence of Shiva. But the sage warned that an ocean without movement is just a void, lacking the spark of life. Then he spoke of Shakti, the dynamic energy that causes the silent ocean to ripple and wave. Shakti is the divine power that allows us to think, to breathe, and to feel every emotion in our hearts. Shakti is the inherent power of that consciousness. The power to know, the power to experience, the power to manifest, the power through which the one appears as the many. Therefore, Shakti is not something outside Shiva. Shiva without Shakti would be an abstraction. Shakti without Shiva would have no independent ground. They are two words pointing toward one reality viewed from two aspects. Without Shakti, Shiva remains a silent statue. Without Shiva, Shakti has no space to perform her cosmic dance. The sage then introduced the secret of Spanda, the divine vibration that connects the stillness and the motion. And here we come to the extraordinary teaching of Spanda. Spanda is often translated as vibration or pulsation. But do not misunderstand it. Spanda does not simply mean a physical vibration. It points toward the subtle throb or dynamic self-awareness of consciousness. Consciousness is not dead or inert. It is alive. It knows itself. It expresses itself. It contracts. It expands. It reveals. It conceals. And through this mysterious power, the entire universe appears within consciousness. This living dynamism is what the Spanda tradition points toward. He asked Arjun to feel his own heartbeat, explaining that this pulse is a reflection of the universe's own throb. Everything in existence is pulsing, constantly expanding and contracting, appearing and then disappearing into the void. Look at your own experience. A thought appears. Where did it come from? A feeling arises. Where does it appear? A sensation comes into awareness. And then it disappears. Yet something remains present through all of these changes. Thought changes, emotion changes, body changes, circumstances change, but the knowing of all these changes remains. This is where the teaching becomes experiential. You don't have to believe in Shiva. You have to look. To illustrate this, the sage showed Arjuna a vision of a tiny seed suddenly bursting into a magnificent flower. The seed represented the stillness of Shiva, while the growth was the vibration of Shakti in action. Arjun realized his thoughts were like waves. They pop up for a moment and vanish, but the awareness remains. He saw that the movement of the thought was Shakti, and the silence holding that thought was Shiva. Arjun opened his eyes, seeing that the wind, the trees, and his breath were all one single, divine vibration of oneness. So don't merely ask, where is Shiva? Don't merely ask, where is Shakti? Turn within. Find the consciousness in which every experience arises. Feel its living presence. Recognize its movement. Recognize its stillness. And perhaps then you will understand what the sages were pointing toward. Shiva is consciousness. Shakti is the power of consciousness. Spanda is its living pulsation. And in the deepest recognition, they were never two.
Awaken your spirit. Come, be a part of this profound journey toward enlightenment.